Hello everyone, I know this is something you've all been waiting for. It is custom cards finally. It's only been delayed, I don't know, 3 times, 4 times, something like that. But here we are. Also welcome Metavat. Easter's coming up, hope you're excited. But hey Chaos, hey Metavat, also hey Shock, how's everyone doing? Yeah, 6 or 7 times, it's been delayed 6 or 7 times. But yeah, so first I'll check. I think there's been a couple new cards revealed. I forget if there's more. Oh yeah, I guess some new priest card. Oh yeah, a couple cards got released today. Nothing crazy though. It looks like tomorrow there's another one of those live streams. Yeah, okay, tomorrow. Cool. Warrior, Shaman, and Paladin. Obviously excited for the Warrior one, so I'll be tuning into that. Go get your Twitch drops as always. Yeah, let's check out Hearthstone for now, just because this hasn't seemed to be getting updated right away. And also I liked Hearthstone, I can see the cards like in the order they're announced. Meanwhile, this is just all over the place. So shout out to Mick. Tim, how's it going? Where's that from? Sorry, where's what from? Also here, we'll hide Metavat's girlfriend. Yeah, this card was revealed after my stream. We talked a little bit about it on Discord. This looks like new. That's new. I've seen this one, but I haven't seen the rest. So yeah, this one reads like a custom card at first. 6 mana, 6/6. If the total cost of your starting minions was 100, split 100 stats among minions in your deck. Which I did see confirmation on Reddit that it's an even split. So if you have 10 minions, they're all going to get 5/5. If you have 5 minions, they're all going to get 10/10. It's not randomized because people thought that would. I'm not like, I don't blame them, right? Based on like Hearthstone generally, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was just randomly splitting the stats, right? But yeah, it is uniformly splitting the stats for what it's worth. Also, Tin, that photo of Eastern European traditional clothes, what culture is that? So yeah, that is our friend Metavat over here showing us the traditional Czech way of celebrating Easter. But no, it's not actually Metavat. We one day in the past we were talking about how different cultures celebrate different holidays and such, and Metavat mentions that they do this over there for Easter, and I googled it and I found this picture and I liked it a lot, so it's my new desktop background. And yes, we joked that this is Metavat here. Yeah. Also, Chaos, it was confirmed it's 50-50. An attack and health are also considered. Oh! So what, if you have 10 minions, they'll all get 10 health, 10 attack? Is that what you're saying? I thought it's like Romanian or Ukrainian. I'll be honest, Tind, I bet you there's multiple like European countries that probably like, because obviously there's so many of those cultures like blend together, right? There's so many countries in close proximity, and you know, I'm sure there's traditions that blend across borders. So you know, while this is Metavat's, you know, Czech tradition, I'm sure there's other like Eastern European countries and stuff that are the same. Okay, so that's what I said. Yeah, so they'd get 5/5. And if you have 5 minions, they get 10/10 each. Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised. Even I would have assumed when I first read this card, I assumed the stats would get all split up randomly, because like Hearthstone, you can't spell Hearthstone without random, right? Oh, 10 is from there. Okay, so so that picture must have looked familiar then. Okay, when Chaos said it was confirmed, blah blah blah, I sounded like you thought. I sounded like you were saying I was wrong, that it was confirmed a different way. But yeah, I think that this, in terms of like me streaming, this is a cool card. I'm definitely gonna try it. I don't think it's gonna be good. Like I saw people on Reddit, right, comparing it to like Black Rock and Roll and stuff, right, where it kind of seems like a worse, or like Lorthamar or whatever that the 7 mana one is that doubles the stats. It seems like a worse version of those cards that's like more restrictive. But it'll be cool. I definitely have to build a warrior deck with like all these effects, right? Build a warrior deck with Black Rock and Roll, this guy, the 7 mana doubler. Like that's gonna be a stream right there. It's not gonna be a good card, I don't think, though. But it's cool. Like I gotta give them credit for like doing wacky shit, right? Because the first time I saw this card, it literally looks like a custom card. So yeah, good for them at least for kind of going wacky. I thought it was going to be randomly split and +100/+100, where one stat is like a +1/+1 counter. Okay, yeah, I could see it interpreted that way too, right? And that, I've said this in the past. That's part of the problem with Hearthstone is Magic is very, very deliberate with their wording, and some people, you know, will say that some Magic cards are very wordy, and it is true, right? But you understand exactly what a Magic card does, and the problem with Hearthstone cards is it's like up to interpretation sometimes. Like they don't spell it out exactly what happens. Meanwhile, if this was a Magic card, it would be explained exactly how it happens. So it is one of the annoyances that they're kind of constricted to that small text box, and they have to simplify things sometimes. But yeah, because you guys know, right? There's been interactions before that like I'm not sure how they're gonna play out, and that's just the nature of Hearthstone, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, I think this card's cool. I don't think it's gonna really see play, but I gotta give them credit for kind of going wacky. Oh, okay, cool. So this is like another cycle where they had all those last stand cards. They revealed, yeah, all these last stand cards. So they have another kind of cycle like that with so-and-so's Triumph. Okay, that's cool. I haven't seen any of these. So Druid, 3 mana. Are they all Shatters? No. Druid, 3 mana Shatter, summon 2/2/2 Treants, give your minions Death Rattle, summon a 2/2 Treant. And there's the 2 halves, obviously. I've said it yesterday, I'm so unsure how to evaluate these Shatter cards. Like I feel like we need to see them like in the real world to really see how they work out. Because I'm so split on them. No pun intended. Medivh's Triumph, 5 mana Priest. Deal 4 damage to all minions. Costs 1 if you control a legendary card. You know, it'd be kind of cool. You know what's funny? It doesn't specify minion. So if you have like a legendary weapon, right? So like in Wild, there's that 1 mana legendary weapon. I forgot the name of, but I really like it. I put it in a lot of different like combo decks and stuff. The neutral one. Okay, doesn't want to come up there. Nope. Man, the card library is so finicky sometimes. Yeah, Sphere Sapience. Like, that's kind of cool. Cool, like, little synergy there. That if you have some kind of... Or there's the new Medivh, right? The Fabled Medivh has a legendary weapon. Or if you have a location, too, right? If you have a legendary location. Okay, that's cool. Because my immediate thought was, you know, you need to have a legendary minion on the board and you're damaging your own minion. But that's not necessarily the case. Okay, I'm a little higher up on it. I'm not like... I don't think it's amazing right off the bat. I think it's okay. I think it's decent. Chaos says the best Shatter card of the set. Each half is actually kind of playable. I was thinking that, especially this half here. Give your minions death rattle, summon a 2/2 treant for 3 mana. Doesn't seem awful. But like I said, yeah, I'll have to see how they actually play out. The syntax of the first 5 or so years of Hearthstone was very strict and consistent. The game played like a big if statement, but the later dev teams didn't respect the previous syntax. And it doesn't help that the game has got more complicated, right? More and more cards are coming out that just have more going on. And with just a little text box and a few lines of text, it's harder and harder to, like explain exactly what's going on, right? So Druid. Oh, Druid's getting 2. Oh, this isn't part of that cycle. I didn't read the card. This is just a random shatter card that's revealed, I guess. So here's Ashara's Triumph. 1 mana. Shuffle 5 random minions into your deck that cost 8 or more. Double their stats. Okay. Again, I love shit like this. I don't think it might... I don't know it's going to be good, but I love shit like this. Syndragosa's Triumph. 5 mana mage. Deal 8 damage to a minion. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by the excess damage. I don't know if I like this. It's like you're spending 5 mana to do 8 damage to a minion, which sucks. Or you spend 5 mana to destroy like a little shitter and get a discount on something in your hands. Like, cool, you hit something with like 1, 2, or 3 health and get like it pays for itself or more. But it feels kind of bad spending 5 mana on... Although I guess potentially, depending what it discounts, you could follow up with that right away, right? I don't know. I don't play mage enough to really know. Maybe there's some kind of shell where it actually is better than I think. Gelbin's Triumph. 1 mana priest or paladin spell. Get a random paladin aura. It lasts an additional turn. How many? I'm guessing these are the auras that'll be in standard at the time, right? So this is a nice curve. Play this on turn 1, play that on turn 2. Last 4 turns. This one kind of sucks, probably. Although it could mess up their curve a bit too, right? Play this on 1, play this on 2. Puts them back for 4 turns. Or no, 3 turns. This one's probably okay. 4 3/5s. But 5 mana, just ripping it for 5 mana probably doesn't feel the greatest. I don't know. I guess we'll see what other auras come out. Mage can generate a wisp in hand, so you can save up your wisp for this, and then mana cheat something that costs 8 on turn 5. That is a cool way to think about it. Thank God Crusader's aura is gone for sure. Hitting Crusader's aura off this would be so annoying. But yeah, Tin, that's a cool way to think of that mage card. They're like, and that's what I was saying. I'm not the biggest mage player, so I don't even necessarily know what kind of stuff you want to discount with this. But maybe I'm not giving enough credit. And then we got Sylvanas' Triumph. 2 mana hunter spell, deal 3 damage. If you've played another copy of this, hit all enemies instead. Wow. 2 mana, 3 damage is just like standard already, right? And then the second time you play this, or even the third or fourth or whatever, 2 mana, 3 damage to everything. I can already tell I'm not going to like this card. I'm assuming there's going to be ways to discover copies of this and repeat copies of it. Actually, let me look. Does Hunter have anything coming out this expansion that does stuff like that? Okay, thank God that's one cost. Okay, no direct support for it in the expansion, but I know they have ways to like get copies of cards and stuff, and I don't know how much of them are rotating. But yeah, I can already tell I'm gonna hate this card. So yeah, all the votes seem average. Okay, so Priest. This is Priest's like dragon aspect card, I think. Yeah, Alexstrasza. Okay. 7 mana, 8/8. Set your remaining health to 15. When you reach full health, deal 15 damage to your opponent. That's cool. It's cool because it could be a health increase, right? If you're below 15, it's bringing you up to 15, so it's like a pseudo heal. And Priest is getting a lot of like healing tools, right? Like, we saw a bunch yesterday. Where is it? Cleansing Cleric. You know, with both of these, that's a bunch of additional healing. And then also with Gen, we have like the upgraded hero power. This is cool. I wonder if it stacks. Like if you play 2 of them, or if you bounce it or whatever, and if you get to full health, would it deal 30 damage? Because that would be a really cool like priest like combo kill. Does anyone know if there's any confirmation of that? I thought you liked hyperthermia. Which card is that again? Some Death Knight card. I don't know. Balance it with what card? Well, and like wild, right? Oh, your custom card from Blood Mage. Which card was that again? You have to refresh my memory. But yeah, because Priest, let me see. What's rotating for Priest? Shock says almost certain the effect stacks. At least that's what Zeddy said. That's cool. Also, how I think I read on Reddit it works, but it's Reddit, so take it with a grain of salt. Because yeah, let's see. How can we copy this? That's not rotating. Like the Forge one is rotating. Is there actually any way to copy this? Oh, this kind of, yes. Discover a copy of a card from your deck and one from your opponent's. You could get a copy from that, but that's hard. I could just search copy, I guess, right? It's too bad this is enemy minion. Okay, so that's the only way. At least for... and actually, this isn't rotating, right? Yeah, across the time ways. And then neutral stuff. We know Brewmaster is rotating. Okay, maybe it's not going to be really possible. At least with like the current cards. In Wild, obviously. Wild would be a different story. But that's probably too slow for Wild. But it's cool. It's too bad this doesn't hit, like, it's not 15 to all enemies. Because that'd be cool as like a future board wipe too. I don't know. I'm very high on Priest. This expansion. Priest getting a lot of cool cards I'm excited about. Shock says you still have to survive with 15 health most of the time though. But yeah, but true, but I don't know. Best case scenario too, it is a heal as well, right? If you're below 15 health, it'll actually heal you a little bit. But yeah, if you're playing against an aggro deck, you're not just dropping this on turn 7, right? There's an elemental dragon that gives you a copy of a different elemental or dragon in your hand. Did I miss that one? Oh, yeah. Okay, that is going to be probably the most easy. Like, that is way more consistent than the other card. Okay, we found one of our day 1 or day 2 priest decks. Play 2 of these and one-shot them. Obviously won't work against Control Warrior. Unless you play like 3 of them or more. Priest can discover a bunch of dragons. Yeah, I think I saw one effect. It's said to discover a dragon from the past. Yes, he discovered a dragon from the past. Yeah, at least in standard, there's not many ways, unfortunately, which they probably did on purpose. Most of Priest's board clears are rotating, both from expansions and core. That's why I'm surprised this doesn't hit their board, too. That's too bad. Because I feel like you're not running this in a control Priest deck, I feel like, by itself. Because, like, okay, cool, you did 15 damage to them. Like, now what? And it's not clearing their board or affecting their board at all. Like, unless you have a way to, like, copy this multiple times, I don't see you running this in a control Priest deck. But I could be wrong. Like, I feel like you need to build a deck around this card a little bit. Last stream of the month was time to decide. Are we doing the coordinated legend climb in March? Yeah, we could do that. So here's the option. If that is the case, I'm going to delay Galakron Warrior. Depending how fast I get Legend, actually. If I got Legend before the expansion came out, I could sneak in Galakron Warrior. Also, here's my question, too. Can I only play on stream? Can I play off stream or no? Also, hey, Leo, how's it going? How does this work exactly? It only deals 15 damage if you're exactly full heal in the same turn. No, I'm assuming it's a future turn, right? It's probably going to, I don't know, put some kind of effect on the board or some reminder somewhere maybe. And then, yeah, at some point in the future, if you get full health, it deals the 15. You could play off stream? Okay. Because at least in the early ranks, I don't know how many bonus stars I have, but at least in the early ranks to get back up to like Diamond or something at least. Okay, Chaos also agrees you could play off stream. I don't want to delay Galakron though. Okay, how about this? Oh, I just realized I don't have the calendar open. How about this? Next Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll start playing off stream when the ladder resets. If I can get up to like Diamond or High Platinum by like Thursday, I'll go for it. Tuesday, Wednesday will be Galakron Warrior, and then if I can get up to like High Platinum or Diamond by the Thursday, I'll go. We'll spend the next until the expansion launches going for Legend. That'll be the deal. I don't know. I forget how many bonus stars I have. Because that's the only annoying part. If you don't have a lot of bonus stars, it can be so slow to climb. It's only 2 streams worth of time you'd miss. I don't think it's a big deal. Exactly. I don't think it'll be a big deal. So maybe we'll do that. Tuesday, Wednesday, Galakron Warrior, and then we'll do Legend Climb after that. Also, Tin, discover a copy of a card from your deck in your opponent's deck. Yeah, I saw that one. But yeah, very, very inconsistent, unfortunately. But there is potentially a way to play like 5 of these if you get very, very lucky somehow. Alex Straw's effect reads like you can play it and also play Reno Jackson the same turn to do the same thing. That would be a cool combo. Medivh Staff doubles healing. There's also the new Draenei who increases your healing by 2 for the rest of the game. Yeah, I think Priest is getting a lot of really cool cards this expansion. Usually, I feel like Priest kind of gets snubbed, and I think Priest is getting a lot of cool cards. This location, I think, is really, really cool. I think this card is really, really neat. Like, I really like the idea of, like, healing Priest. Because, like, that's what Priest should be, right? Priest should be all about, like, healing big amounts of health and stuff, right? So, it's crazy. Here we are in, like, year 12 or whatever. Like, it's crazy to me. This card has never been printed until now. And this seems such like the epitome of Priest, you know? So yeah, I'm pretty hyped. Which deck do you use? So obviously I am a control player through and through, but climbing to Legend with control could be very, very slow. So I'll probably find some mid-range deck. Like I don't want to play aggro. Like what's popular right now? No Minion Demon Hunter. Is that good, eh? Dragon Warrior? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to find some like mid-range deck. I'm probably not going to play control, and I probably won't play aggro. Something that wins in a decent amount of time, but is also fun. We all know the real combo is Bran. Oh yeah, and Wild too. You could Bran this, right? And Wild, this would be cool. I still think it's too slow for like a meta Wild deck, but there's a lot of cool combos you could do in Wild with this. I mean, Arcwing Mage finishes on turn 8 or turn 6 usually. That's the card that it deals like 3 damage to an enemy, and the spell burst you summon a copy of it, right? Also, finally, Healing Priest doing what Priest should do. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so many of these cards, they feel like Priest cards. They feel like what Priest should be. And it's just, like, even like this. Like, this card, because this is even like a throwback to like old school Priest with like the Soul Priest shenanigans and stuff. Like, so many of these cards just feel like classic Priest to me in a good way. So yeah, I'm excited. This card's cool. I don't know how good it'll be, but anything else get revealed? It doesn't look like it. But yeah, I'm excited for the expansion. In Standard, you can Bran it for 14 mana. Is Bran staying in Standard? Is Bran in Standard? I haven't seen him in so long. No, okay. I was gonna say I didn't remember Bran being in Standard. Wasn't he in Standard and they rotated him early or something? Isn't that what happened? I have a feeling you'll really love my Seat Guidance list. It's healing and removal galore. Yeah, I definitely am going to play that deck soon. I've obviously wanted to play it for years. I don't know why I never crafted it. And now I have a little bit of excess dust, so that is on the to-do list for sure. You can get it through Champions of Azeroth. Well, actually, what? Let me see. What is the minion pool like for that? Oh, there's only 5 minions? Why did I think there was way more? So 2 in 5 chance? 40% chance to get Bran? It's not the worst. Also, Tin says there's that 7 mana guy. Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. It's the 4/8, right? I forget what it's called. I don't know if it'll show up for this or not. No, does it say twice? Something, all your stuff triggers twice? Yeah, this guy. Actually, that is true. This into Alexstrasza for 14 mana. Is Ysera rotating? Emerald Dream isn't rotating, right? Ysera, okay, cool. Okay, so that is a combo option there too. All right, we'll have to cook. We're gonna cook up that Priest deck when the expansion comes out. I'm like, that's one of the things I'm like. Let me look. What are the cards and things I'm most hyped for so far? Death Knight. Yeah, I don't think Triple Blood. You know, even though Mogreine's coming back, I don't think it's worth running Triple Blood. But definitely like 2 Blood, 1 Unholy Control. I'm interested in that. Demon Hunter, I don't really care. Druid, don't really care. Hunter, don't care. Mage, I don't think I care. Paladin, I don't think I care. Healing Priest, very interested in. Rogue, I'm interested in. I love Thief Rogue so much. So very interested in that. Shaman, we don't really know anything about Shaman still. Warlock, we'll have to see. Warlock's getting some cool cards, but I don't know if it'll be like good enough to be like a control Warlock deck. Warrior, we don't know a whole lot about, but I think the like Colossal is pretty cool. So yeah, I am very excited for this expansion, I have to say. Paul, look out, that guy has sunglasses? Is that a throwback joke I'm forgetting? The Last Stand looks... oh, The Last Stands? Yeah, what were all those again? Yeah, I don't think this is good, but I think it's cool. This one, obviously, you know, Demon Hunter card draw. I think this is too niche to really like see play. I think this card is good. And I don't know how to evaluate this card. It seems like a worse chemical spill, but who knows? We'll have to see. I guess it doesn't help that we don't really know like what Warrior's getting, right? We've only seen their Colossal and that card, I believe. Yeah. So we'll have to see what else Warrior gets. Maybe there'll be some crazy shit we want to cheat out. To the James Ryman stream, he automatically rated art with sunglasses low, including Dios. Just spelled that way. Does he have sunglasses on? I didn't mean to download it, but... You know what that reminds me of is... No. What's it called? Adam Jensen, I think is his name in the game. That's is that not like the same vibe? That's funny. Ignore the low res picture, but can't believe Blizzard can make the good guys win yet again. Actually, that there's been some good sets in the past, right? Where it's basically like the bad guys winning or like bad shit happening. But all right, let's go over to the custom cards. I do have a little confession to make about the custom cards. I decided that if all of the custom cards are Death Knight cards, I'm going to be skipping some. I love you guys and I love Death Knight, but last stream I basically reviewed Death Knight cards for 2 hours straight, and it wasn't an entirely enjoyable experience for some of the viewers, and it wasn't an entirely enjoyable experience for me, so we gotta switch it up a bit. You know, every 2-3 Death Knight, if it's just solid Death Knight, every 2-3 Death Knight posts, I gotta like find another class and switch it up. So that a little heads up there with that. Let me see where we finished off. So I caught up to October, basically end of September, beginning of October. I caught up to. Go play Book of Evil and Galakron's Awakening. That is definitely something I'm going to get around to at some point as well. I want to revisit a bunch of those old adventures. There's some adventures I just never even played. Like, I own all of them. All of those adventures and, like, dungeon runs and all those shit. I own all of them. And some of them I haven't even played or finished all of them. So I definitely have to revisit some of them at some point. Also, 10 if the Colossals are like the Titans and are auto-clued in all decks to destroy Legendary, we'll see play. I did think about that when I was talking about the card yesterday. My initial impression was that this card was bad. But then I did think about that I think there's going to be, like, at the very least, the Colossals are going to be so popular, this might be worth running, right? And maybe not as a 2 of, but maybe as a 1 of. We'll have to see. I'm not a huge fan of the card, but I think maybe at least as a 1 of, it might be playable. Zek says the set in general is kind of weird. It feels more like a complimentary set. Like it should be third in the year instead of a New Year launch. Why do you say that? Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious what your logic is there. But at least Colossal will be around the longest. I do agree that's nice. It's nice that they're doing Colossals right away at the beginning of the year. Chaos and Ayato make exclusively DK. Yes, I wasn't saying any names. We need a new roguelike adventure like the Heist or the Tomb. I still play those. It is too bad that they dropped the adventure content because there's some really cool shit they've done. And I don't know, maybe just no one bought it. But and I don't know. I don't know how much work went into it, but it is too bad that it's too bad that everything outside of like core Hearthstone and Battlegrounds just seems to die. You know? You know, obviously there's Mercenaries, which that's a whole different story, but like Twist, gone. Classic came back for a bit, which I understand that leaving. Arena has been very up and down, more down than up, I think. It just sucks that like every other like mode doesn't seem to get like the love or support. And it goes hand in hand, right? It doesn't get enough support because it doesn't get enough love. And it's too bad because some of the, like, Twist and some of those adventures and stuff, they're really cool. So it's too bad that they don't get enough attention to deserve like ongoing support, you know? Duels. Did I not say duels? I meant duels as well. Oh yeah, I didn't mention duels. Yes, I did forget about duels, just like Blizzard. Duels is another example. As it's already left my memory. But yeah, there's so many modes that unfortunately just been dropped. First Colossals were also first set of the year. Oh really? I didn't remember that. Also, 10, I think the set is reasonably strong. The first set of rotation is always the weakest. Oh, interesting. I've never noticed or recognized that, I guess. The set's okay and mildly powerful. Colossals always have been cool. I feel like Colossals, at least the first time around, I feel like they were balanced really well. I feel like they balanced being fun and powerful perfectly. Like, none of the Colossals felt, like, overpowered. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but were any of the Colossals even nerfed? Like, almost all of them saw play. None of them felt oppressive to me. Were any of them even nerfed? Watch him pull up the tier list again. I did almost pull it up. Let me look quick. I'm curious. If any of them ever got nerfs. I can't remember at the top of my head. Maybe one of them did. We'll count the Death Knight one. Oh, Nelly did get nerfed. I forgot about that. Okay. So Krakatoa, yeah, I don't believe. No. Blackwater Behemoth. Got buffed. Hydralodon. Nope. Glug. Nope. Frost Queen Sindragosa. Buffed. Nope. Yeah, Nelly. Nelly went through... Okay, well, Nelly itself wasn't nerfed. The ship was nerfed. Yep. Nerfed and reverted, I believe. They used to cost 1, and then they cost 1 less. Then they cost 2 less. Okay, it was reverted. Leviathan, no. Zillag, I don't believe. No. I don't believe, no. Gigafin, I don't think so. Azumat, definitely not. Such cool art, though. Then Neptulon, I don't think Neptulon was nerfed, right? But I think one of like the enablers for Neptulon, because if anything was close to being like oppressive, it was Neptulon, right? And that was just because of people cheating him out. Wasn't Zillag buffed? Was it? I didn't see anything there. Unless the... So it itself wasn't changed. Were the tentacles changed? Oh, they were. Oh, yeah, they were. It was 1 damage initially, went to 2. So it was buffed. So if anything, a couple Colossals were buffed. And then outside of Nelly, I don't think any of them got nerfed. I remember Paladin getting nerfed. Okay, was it the other piece of the Paladin one then? No, it wasn't. Yeah, Paladin one was never touched. But like I said, I feel like all of the Colossals, almost all of them, like basically like Azumat, no. And then also the Druid one, not really. But outside of that, they all saw play. And like I said, none of them felt oppressive. Like they just felt good. And it's too bad they don't nail that balance more. You know, where cards are powerful but don't feel oppressive. And they feel good to play, but they don't feel broken. It's tough, but like they did a really, really good job with the Colossals, I think, in terms of balance. Zek is just one-off cards or a few of a concept that build on existing things. We have Herald, which is the new thing, I guess. I'm not complaining, by the way. I like the switch up. Yeah, I like Herald as the keyword, too. It's crazy that I forgot what half these cards do. It's too bad, because, yeah, I missed them a lot. I really hope one year they bring all the Colossals back to core, like all the original ones. Strange, I feel like it got touched regarding one way or the other. The lock one got nerfed. Was the back of... See, the head wasn't nerfed. Was the butt nerfed? No. Yeah, see, Warlock one wasn't touched either. That's just phantom memories. The phantom memories Blizzard implanted in your brain. And that's what I mean. Like, so many of them saw so much play, and yeah, they weren't nerfed. Some of them even were buffed. Do any of them pop up in Wild? That's a good question. Maybe someone in the chat can like answer, because I don't have enough experience in Wild. I'm gonna say Krakatoa no. It was very good in Standard. I don't think it's good enough in Wild. I don't think Blackwater Behemoth, maybe. Hydrolodon, I would say no. Glug, no. Kolok, no. Nelly, maybe, with the nerf getting reverted. Leviathan, I don't think so. Zillag, I don't think so. I played Gigafin yesterday in Wild, but I don't think it's played. Neptulon sees play in Wild still, as something like it gets cheated out. Yeah, Menavat said Neptulon. Yeah, none of the other ones. I play Behemoth personally. I could see Behemoth being like okay in a control priest. RCC says the Shaman one is played in Big Shaman. Oh, interesting. So it gets cheated out. It's funny because this one wasn't played like a ton in Standard. But yeah, Neptulon is the big one that it's still in Wild is played. Most of the other Ozumat was pretty much the only one that never saw any play at all. And like I said, it's too bad because it's such a cool idea. The art is so cool. But yeah, overall, it I know Menavat said something earlier. I'm gonna bring up my tier list. Actually, no, not my colossal tier list. I want to bring up my keyword tier list. 'Cause where did I rate colossals? Were they S or A? I'm an A. I feel like in hindsight, I would put Colossal. If I was to do this list again, I would put Colossals in S, I think. Like Forge is still an S to me, Invoke's still an S, Titan's still an S. Like I'm surprised I put Titan in S, but Colossal in A. Because they're very similar. Tradeable's still S to me. Excavate, I feel like I want to say S, but I feel like I'd probably leave it as an A. Same with Dredge. Both these are so close to an S to me. But yeah, Colossal will go up to S. How did Sindragosa get auto-corrected to AI dragons? I wonder what you meant with that. But yeah, Sindragosa got nerfed. Removed from the Blood Discover pool. I guess you could view that as partly a nerf. The Warlock one used to see a bunch of play too, because it would get discounted, but too slow nowadays. You're talking in Wild, RCC? Because in Standard, this card was played a shit ton. But yeah, I'm not familiar enough with Wild to know how much it was played. Like I said, I played this yesterday. I played this yesterday in Galakron Warlock. And it went okay. The problem is there's just so much removal, right? It's so easy to just remove the head and get the stuff back. In Standard, it was possible, but a little less likely. But yeah, I forget how I got off on this tangent. So let's go to custom cards here. Like I said, I made it to the end of September, beginning of October. So we're starting off with Chaos, September 30th. Let me unpin this message too. I can... Okay, here we go. Wild, yeah, I only play Wild, so in Standard I wouldn't know. Okay. Yeah, so it just got power crept, right? Too slow and probably just too much removal. But yeah, we got Staff of Frostbite. 4 mana, 2/5 weapon, 3 frost. Whenever your hero attacks, freeze all enemy minions. Any already frozen take 5 damage instead. You know what? So right off the bat, I wish they did this mechanic more. The whole, like, freeze something. If it's already frozen, do X. I don't know. I really like that mechanic. Like, this is a big one that comes to mind. I think this is such a cool use of it. But there's also bad examples of it. Like, Shatter. Shatter is one of the worst cards of all time. I think in my top 5 worst cards Hearthstone video, this might have been in the top 5. And it's funny because such a better version of it is Snap Freeze. Because Snap Freeze can enable and pay off, right? Shatter is just a super situational payoff. So that's why with this, if you're gonna do this effect, like an already frozen effect, the card should also freeze. I think if it only has the after effect, it's just too bad. So yeah, I like this, and I wish they would do more of this effect, either in Death Knight or Mage. That Death Knight mini was an inspiration behind the effect. Okay, it's funny because that's the very first thing I thought of. Because I remember when this Death Knight card came out, I thought it was a really cool idea. Frost Nova for 5 turns in a row for 4 mana. That is also a way to think about it. Maybe have to drop this down to like 3 durability or something. Also, Leo, Zillag gets sometimes played in new quest Demon Hunter, Reno Demon Hunter. Nice. So some of the Colossals still see play then. Good for them. Also, Metabat also says lock the enemy board for 5 turns is certainly a choice. Yeah, durability be lower now that I think about it, and you guys say that as well. Varden Dawngrass. Well, that's the mage one, right? Yeah, this one. This is the other effect. This and the Death Knight card are the ones that come to mind with this effect. And like I said, I wish they would do this more, because I think it's a really cool like take on like the freeze effect. Chaos says, imagine the Harrison Jones value against it. That's Bob every turn since 4 to 9. That's insane. Can't play Harrison if you have 7 frozen minions. That is true. What do we got here? Because it looks like Reska and Chaos kind of collaborated on this a little bit. So Rally is a keyword that appears in Battlegrounds. Rally is an ability that activates whenever that minion attacks. Oh, why is that not keyworded? Why is that keyworded in Battlegrounds but not normal Hearthstone? That's weird. Okay, so Yato basically had the idea too, but with keywording it. Yeah, that's weird. Does anyone know? YouTube chat is slow. Yeah, I think it's because YouTube in general is delayed, unfortunately. People always say how YouTube is like 30 seconds behind or something crazy. Zek, is that a custom? Yeah, sorry. We're on to custom cards at this point. This is not a real card. This is the start. So from this card, this is the first custom card. From this point onward, we're on custom cards. No more reveals. But yeah, does anyone know? Is there any other keywords in Battlegrounds that could like translate to normal Hearthstone like this? Because that's wild. I didn't know that this... Like, why not just make this a keyword in normal Avenge? Oh, Avenge isn't in normal Hearthstone either. Because I know which one you're talking about, Avenge. Huh. That's wild that they don't just bring these keywords into normal Hearthstone. Because this is like a perfect... Because this is a really common keyword like in Magic, too. When something attacks, it does something. Also, Tin says he was ready to quit Hearthstone. Yeah, Zek was ready to uninstall if this card was real. Alright. Got a double blood card here. Ancient Blood Tech. 6 mana, lifesteal. Deal 5 damage to all enemy minions. If you gain health last turn, repeat this. This is just insane. You guys are making all the broken cards, eh? Holy shit. So even without repeating itself, 5 damage to all enemy minions with lifesteal. So just board wipe and full heal. Like, don't get me wrong, I would play this card. This is very, very, very strong. But yeah. Little unbalanced. 10 mana effect easily without the repeat. Yeah, you could take this whole line off and it's still an amazing card. I've completely forgotten about this card. Should be triple blood. I agree. This, if anything too, this would be triple blood, I think. This is way too strong of a card to have like in a double blood deck, I think. But also this is an example of like going all in with the triple blood. Right? I was saying yesterday how I wish Blizzard would do more, not just triple blood, but like triple runes. I wish Blizzard would do more triple rune cards and just make them super strong. Because you're already restricting yourself so much by going into a triple rune deck. Like, you should have some good payoffs, right? Or this should also be a legendary card. Having 2 of would be crazy too. Yato says I was thinking of making it triple. Yeah, I think at the very least this would be triple blood and be a legendary spell. Zek says, what about no lifesteal at first, but recast with lifesteal? That's a cool idea. RCC, these cards belong to how 2035 power creep will look. Yes, we'll come back to this card in a few years. This might be a card that comes out in a few years. 10, yeah, Reno Jackson plus board wipe, pretty much. It's a cool idea, though. I think, like I said, the numbers and stuff need some tuning, but the effect, I think, is neat. It's a little bit similar to, like, Blood Boil, right? Which is a million times better. What do we got here? Oh, it looks like Menavat has some cards with the new keyword, Loop. Next turn, get a temporary copy of this. Okay, that's cool. So it's like Echo, but you only get it once and it's next turn, basically. So let's see here. Infinite Shieldman. 3 mana, 3/4, loop taunt. Wait, does it keep looping? Or is it only once? Like, if you play this, and you get the temporary one next turn, you play it, you get a temporary one again after that, Menavat? You can keep looping it. Okay, that's cool. Obviously, it's a spider tank with taunt, but it's basically, like, free. If like late game, right? It just be every single turn. Actually, if this was a keyword, this would be interesting late game, when you have the mana to kind of abuse it. RCC, Legendary, and Triple Blood would be okay. Yeah, I think the number would need some tuning as well. But like I said, I would also make it Legendary and Triple Blood. But yeah, we got Infinite Shield Man. Chronomancer's Blast. 1 mana, loop, deal 2 damage to an enemy minion. Okay. Is this too strong at 1? But I guess it's enemy minion, right? It's not like it can go face. If it was just deal 2 damage, it would be insane. And then we have Future Sight. Loop and draw a card. Because Death Knight needs more draw. Thank you. Blessed Hour. 1 mana Paladin. Loop, your healing is doubled this turn. That's cool. And then I got a Chromie. Chromie Timeline Savior, 3 mana, 3/4, stealth for 1 turn. After a temporary card disappears from your hand, get a regular copy of it. That's cool. We don't really have any, like, synergy with that, do we? Is there any cards? I can't think of all off the top of my head. Is there any cards that synergize with, like, losing temporary cards? I don't think so, right? Like, there's all kinds of effects that generate temporary cards, or, you know, like, cards disappear from your hand, but there's not really any, like, payoff cards for it, right? So that's a cool idea there. I don't think there are. Yeah, that's an area of opportunity, right? To have some kind of payoff there. Tin, this card is too reasonable compared to what we just saw on a palette. We need a palette cleanser. Ruins aggro decks, but base through aggro decks. All right. What else do we got here? Sindragosa's Ire. 4 mana, triple frost. Transform an enemy minion into a block of ice. What's a block of ice? I don't know if there's any other cards that have utilized that before. Is it just like a dead spot on the board? Or is it like a 0 something? Warlock quest is to play temporary. Is there a Warlock quest for that? Am I, like, forgetting something? I have literally never seen this card until just now. Play 6 temporary cards. Reward is this Rift. Open a Rift to the Underfell. Throw a card in to summon 2 random Fell Beasts. I did not know this card existed until just now. This, like, how many temporary cards is there even? I'm guessing not many, considering I've never seen this card played. Discover a temporary 1-cost minion. Like, I've seen this one, obviously. I guess Solarium is standard legal. Man. What missing a set does? Yeah, I I never saw this card. I've never seen anyone play it. I didn't know what it. Man, how many other quests have I never seen because they suck and I never see play. Also, Chaos, it's a dormant dead spot. Okay, it's a reference to the adventure where you fight Sindragosa. It was played a lot after the buffed. Okay, this is... I gotta see. What was this card originally? And what did it get buffed to? So it was play 6 temporary cards, upgraded to 5, and then it was nerfed again? So this card was 6, buffed to 5, and then it was so good it got nerfed back to 6? That's wild to me. It was the best deck in Standard? That's crazy. Also, isn't it crazy that at 5, you guys are saying it was the best deck in Standard? At 6, I've never seen this card. I didn't even know it existed. It's crazy what, like, a 1 can... Like, the difference of 1 can make, you know? Oh, the reward was buffed too? Okay, that makes a little bit more sense if that's the case too. Oh, and also... Man, why didn't they just revert one of them? So they changed the requirement down to 5, and they made the reward cheaper. And then instead of just reverting one of them, they reverted both? Was that same patch? That's surprising. I'm surprised they didn't just revert one of the changes. So basically the card was shit. They made it broken. And instead of trying to find a middle ground, they just made it shit again. I don't know. I played tournaments. Everyone was bringing this, and it had a 100% play rate and 70% win rate in tournaments. That's crazy. Spenny didn't... Hey, Spenny, how's it going? I didn't know they reverted the reward as well. Yeah, that's weird to me that they did both. I feel like they could have reverted one. Maybe it would have been, like, playable still, but not broken. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know this card existed. That tells you something. I came back to Hearthstone. Let me look. When was my stream back? September? Let's see. So I came back... Yeah, September. Wait. No. I scrolled past it. Give me a sec. Oh, no. November? Is that when I came back? I thought I'd been streaming longer. Anyways, so I've been back November, December, January, February, been back 4 or 5 months, something like that. I've never seen this card the entire time. Spenny's good. How about you? I'm good. Looking forward to the weekend. We're almost there. Also, oh, I got a little treat to show you guys. Give me 1 sec. I got a delivery today. So I mentioned it on Discord recently, but I picked up Arkham Horror finally, and I had it delivered today. This I bought it used from a guy, but this is the base set and then Dunwich Legacy. So looking forward to digging into that. I've always heard like really, really good things about Arkham Horror, and it's been on my wish list for years. And I saw the guy selling it for $100. Like I said, base game and an expansion, so it was a good deal. And yeah, I just got it delivered today. Sydney's played 300 hours of it. Wow. I know there's like years and years of content to catch up on. But yeah, what's next here? Menabat's got a dual class card, it looks like, that people didn't like, apparently. Brit's racist champion, okay. 3 mana, mage rogue minion. 3/3 battlecry. The top 3 cards of your deck are spells. Draw them. The name is something, but it's a cool card. Was this on some custom card like Discord you posted this to, I'm guessing? Is this one of the cards that won you a bundle, Menabat? Also, Svenny, you can actually record solo gameplays. This game's great for solo, but suggests that you take a few characters at the same time too would be best. Yeah, I probably, from what I've read, I would probably two-hand solo it. Like, I don't really have anyone to play this game with. Like, you know, friends to play it with. So I'm going to be playing it solo, and yeah, I'll probably do two-handed. Menabat, no, is just for the weekly subreddit competition. All right, I don't think you won, did you? All right, let me see. Got one here. You serve only me. Take control of an enemy undead. It's just so restrictive, right? It's a cool idea, but I wonder if there's some way you could do like a mind control themed spell for Death Knight. Like, like if it would involve like giving it reborn, or like you get a copy with 1 health, or like, I don't know. I could see like a mind control type effect being in like Death Knight. But yeah, this is so restrictive. Svenny, one-handed solo is very difficult, even for very experienced players. Still difficult though, or still possible though. Yeah, see, I hate. So there's some games that, like, I don't mind playing two-handed solo, right? Or even some games I've played three-handed solo, four-handed solo. But there's some games I've played 3 or 4-handed solo that just feel so clunky. Like I would much rather play true solo or even two-handed solo. But some games aren't too bad. Like, it depends on the game, right? Some games 3-4-handed solo is just not that fun. It's just like too many pieces on the board, too much like overhead. But some it's okay. So it does depend on the game. But 1 or 2-handed is fine. Bonehead, I joined the stream and the first card I see is the racist champion. Yeah, I hope that's not the thumbnail on Twitch right now. Pair it with something that turns the whole board undead. You know, it's too bad there's not any cards where you could change like the tribe of a minion, right? I don't think there is, right? Because I feel like that could open the avenue for some like Death Knight cards, right? To like make a minion undead. Like on the board already, not in hand. I think that'd be too strong. Ayato, you just inspired me to make a control card. All right. We got the creative juices flowing. I can ping my DK Galakron if you want to review it, considering you did all the Galakrons. Yeah, sure. I've experimented with changing tribes already, not much, but a bit. Yeah, it would be interesting. I don't think there's any at all in the game. I wonder if they'll ever do something like that. Reska's got one here. Generational Necromancer. 3 mana, 1 unholy, 4/2. Get the death rattle of your last death rattle minion. And this is obviously a compliment, right? I feel like some custom cards, I feel like they look like a card that could be in the game. And like, obviously, like there's some really cool custom cards I see from you guys that like they're really cool, but they're very like out there, right? Something like this is so clean and simple Like, it looks like a card that could be in the game right now. So it's cool. Like, simplicity is not always like a bad thing, right? What else do we got here? All right, we'll give you a couple more Death Knight cards, and then we are going to look for some other classes. Assimilate Essence. 2 mana, 2 blood. Destroy a friendly minion and gain its health. All right, guys, you know me. If it involves increasing your max life, I am so on board. I love this. Yeah, I know they're doing it a little bit with the new Colossal, which is like the main reason I'm excited about Death Knight, this expansion. Like here, like if any card says max health, I love it. I really wish they'd lean into that more with Death Knight. So yeah, this is cool. Sometimes I go on power trips and sometimes I make more calm cards. It is in the game in Warlock. This card? Ayato, are you plagiarizing over here? There's Devour of Souls, that's a little different. Archdruid is similar too, not totally the same. Oh, I mean kind of. Okay, I thought you meant like literally the exact card. Because yeah, there is some effects like that in Warlock. But I think it's a cool effect. I think it's cool because, you know, I've talked about this in the past. I like cards that say like last. I like cards that it matters like what order you sequence things, right? So instead of it just saying like discover like a death rattle minion that died this game and get its death rattle, that's boring. Get the death rattle of the last death rattle minion that died. I think that's much more interesting because again, it means it matters like what order to play things, what order to do things. You maybe don't just drop this like for certain times of the game, right? Depending on what's died. So yeah, whenever cards mention like the last X, I don't know, I like that a lot. Because it makes you think. It's like more decision making involved. Also, Chaos, same here. Sometimes I go hog wild with power level. Sometimes I just make generic cards that should exist. Yeah, they're like, don't get me wrong. They're both good in different ways. Then we've got one more here from Chaos. 2 mana, 2 frost. Deal 1 damage to a minion and draw a card. Spend 1 corpse to repeat. To a maximum of 3 times. So this would be 2 mana, 4 damage, draw 4 cards. Am I reading that right? It's like Macaw, but for death rattles could exist. And that's what I'm saying. That some of these cards, they look like it could exist, right? This looks like a card that could be in the game right now, which I think is cool. Because, yeah, I'm down for the crazy, wacky cards sometimes, and then sometimes it's cool to see these cards that you could picture in the game, you know? Yeah, this card seems insane, right? Like, even 2 corpses, right? 2 mana, 2 damage, 2 cards. All right, let's look for another class here. As much as I love Death Knight, let's switch it up a little bit. You guys are making this easy. All right, I guess we're good doing Death Knight cards because I'm literally in July and there's nothing but Death Knights. All right, let me scroll back down. All right, where did I finish off? Okay, we got a hero here. DK cards are banned from now on. Oh yeah, I could do the Galakron. Okay, after this hero, I'll do the Galakron. Mechalich Arthas, 5 mana hero card. Battlecry: for the rest of the game, your mechs also count as undead. Okay, we were talking about, you know, tribe differences, right? That's kind of one. For the rest of the game, your mechs are also count as undead, and your mechs, your mechs also count as undead, and you're undead as mechs. And then hero power. Summon a 1/1 undead mech with a random bonus effect. Death Rattle magnetized to a random minion in your hand. Yeah, I like the idea of having like tribe changing effects. I think that could be really interesting. Tin, this should be spend 5 corpses. I could see that. Or at least spend more than one. Like maybe let it repeat multiple times, but each repeat, yeah, costs more corpses. Let me mark this spot so I can go back to it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is a imagining of a Death Knight Galakron. Also exhibit A of my dabbling in tribal shenanigans. Galakron the Eternal. 7 mana, 5 armor, battle cry, gain certain effects based on your deck's runes. Okay, that's cool. So okay, so we have, so it has, here, I'll just open these. So that's triple blood, triple frost, triple unholy, and then rainbow. So triple blood would be destroy 1 enemy minion and gain 1 health. Frost, deal 1 damage and freeze 1. Unholy, summon 1 2/2 with rush and gain some corpses. And then here. So yeah, this would be destroy 1 enemy minion, gain 1 health. If I had to guess, it would probably be like gain 1 health, gain 5 health, gain 10 health or something. Also, this straight up is just better than the priest one. And then frost, deal 1 damage to all enemies and freeze 1, deal 5 and freeze 3. And then unholy, summon 1 2/2, gain some corpses. Summon 3 6/6s with rush, gain 9 corpses. And then, oh, rainbows, that's a cool one. So gain health, freeze 1, gain 3 corpses. And then upgraded, gain 10 health, freeze 3, gain 9 corpses. That's neat. And then, oh, you had the stage 2s as well. And then we got the hero powers. Let me close these a little bit. I think this is cool. The Galakron changing based on your runes. I wish they did more cards like that. The only one that comes to mind is the one that it gains like Rush, Reborn, Lifesteal based on your runes. Is there any other cards that even matters? There's some that say, oh yeah, this. There's some that say like base the last card you play based on its runes. What is that card? Does not mention the word rune? Oh, okay, they just word it differently here. Yeah, this is the main card that comes to mind. It's too bad they don't capitalize on that more. Having cards that change depending on like your rune composition is cool. Also, Chaos, there's a post I made that explains how it all works. Okay, so if you're double rune, it would follow whatever the double one is, but it's a lesser effect. So 2 blood, 1 unholy would kind of follow the blood version, but be a little weaker. So you can still use it with double, like 2-in-1 rune comps. It would just be a little weaker. But yeah, I wish they would do this more. Okay, let me see the hero powers. That's blood, frost, unholy, rainbow. So blood, spend 3 corpses to gain 3 health. Okay, that's cool. Deal 3 damage and freeze the target. Summon 3 1/1 ghouls with charge that die at the end of turn. That seems strong. Then Rainbow, spend 1 corpse, gain 1 health, deal 1 damage, summon a 1/1. Okay. And what else did you say here? Yeah, so you can kind of build your own by doing 2 runes in 1. Let me see, what else did you post here? Oh, you got some invoke cards too? Let's close the tabs. So we have Vitality Surge, 4 mana, 2 blood, invoke Galakron. Choose a minion your hero steals 7 health from it. That's another effect I wish they did more of. Chilling Wind, 2 frost, 4 mana, invoke Galakron, deal 5 damage, and freeze 3 random enemy minions. And then Unholy, invoke Galakrons, give your minions +1 attack. Man, Galakron is like one of my favorite mechanics of all time. Got some more invoke cards here. I legit think I saw more custom DKs on your subreddit than the real ones in game. Oh, some more invoke ones. Soul Shredding, destroy all minions, enemy minions give corpses, invoke Galakron twice. That's actually a cool effect there. Actually, there's a card like that already, right? That 8 mana 1, destroy all minions, and you get corpses. You get corpses for all of them, right? The 8 mana? Okay, so yeah, it's only enemy, I guess. Oh, but never mind, you already get corpses for your own guys. So yeah, that's a cool effect. I think having like a board clear where you get corpses from your enemies, that's cool. Ayato, I look at some of my old cards and man, I've improved. This is giving you flashbacks to some of your older cards. Cold Front, invoke Galakron twice. Deal 4 damage to all enemy minions. For each that die, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. That's neat. Undying Charge, force your minions to attack random enemy minions. Invoke Galakron twice. I think that effect's cool too. Forcing your minions to attack enemies. There's that one Hunter one, you know, where it's like force your minions to attack an enemy and any that die get resummoned. Like, it's a cool effect. Maybe one day they'll bring Galakron back and do the other classes. That would be nice. All right, let's go back to where I was. Did those. Nope. Here's a spell, Eternal Power, 4 mana. Give a minion Death Rattle, spend 5 corpses to resummon this minion with all enchantments. That's something I'd build around, probably. There's probably some stupid shit you could do with that. This card we saw... You want to know what's really funny? Is Chaos posted a card here and said, is this a suitable corpse explosion replacement if it ever rotates? Oh, you predicted the future, didn't you? How right you were. It looks like you did 2 versions of it. You did another version, and then if it's too strong because it's only one-sided, how about this? Let's take a look at both versions. This is the first version. Death and Decay, 6 mana, 2 blood. At the end of your turn, deal 4 damage to all enemy minions last 3 turns. That does seem very strong. And then you change it to at the end of your turn, deal 4 damage to all minions except friendly undead. Still seems really, really strong. Maybe you did it for like 2 turns instead of 3. And you know, it'd be cool from like an animation point of view. If it was 2, you could have it where the first turn it sent like a wave away from you, and then the second turn it sends the wave back. From like an animation perspective, that'd be cool. I literally predicted the replacement. What is the replacement? What? I forget all the cards that have been shown so far. Oh, yeah. But also, this doesn't do it for 3 turns. But yeah, you did actually, you correctly predicted the mana cost, the runes, and the damage. You were very, very close, actually. Menavat, based on what you said, we're doing DK for the rest of the stream. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm in August now. Let me finish August, and then I'm just going to skip ahead. And I'll come back, but yeah. Death Pastor. 3 mana 2/2, Battlecry, draw Death Rattle minion, summon a 1/1 copy of it. Okay. Those effects have historically been pretty good. I saw that one already. Sinister Teachings. 4 mana, destroy the 3 lowest cost cards in the opponent deck. Okay. I feel like a deck hate like that isn't like broken, right? RCC 3 turns makes it crazy. I agree. 3 turns makes this insane. I think 2 would be a fair compromise when you consider, like, where is it? You consider this for comparison, right? You basically lose the Herald for it going a second time. And like I said, I just picture it now in my head. The animation going off, like it sends the wave out, deals 4 damage. I think this should be symmetrical. This one is, right? Oh, it's not. Okay, maybe change this to be symmetrical. 4 damage to all minions, and it lasts for 2 turns. So like I said, it does a wave out that deals 4 damage to everything, and then your next turn does a wave back in that does 4 damage to everything. Maybe that's a compromise. I made my second version more symmetrical. Yeah, but if you're playing an undead, if you're like, I don't know. I feel like if you're playing smart, it's not really hitting any of your minions. Also, you ought to have some older DH cards here and there, but some of them are quite insane. So where was I? Yeah, Death Pastor. Effects like that have always been pretty good. Accursed Cultist, 6 mana, 1 blood, 2/5. At the end of your turn, destroy the lowest cost card in your opponent's hand and deck. The fact that they target lowest makes them a little bit more balanced, I feel. Like, it's less likely to hit some, like, insane cards, right? Obviously, some decks rely on some low-cost combo pieces, but not most. This draws a Death Rattle and gains it for 3 mana, would be abused to gain broken 8 mana Death Rattles. For sure. But there's also been other decks in the past that have done that, right? Druid, I forget all the different cards, but Druid has that one card where you like draw a Death Rattle card and trigger it or something. And they also have a location that does something. I remember like a Death Rattle Druid card was a deck for a while where they were cheating that stuff out. So there's definitely some precedent for it. I remember making this destroy set. It's so stupid. Okay, this is cool. 3 mites together, 4 mana, draw 3 different rune spells. Okay. It's like simple and clean. RCC not for 3 mana. Like, you're right, it probably could be more. Sorry for the many DK cards. It's hard to make cards for other classes when I don't play them as much. No, don't be sorry. I'm not trying to like shame you guys here or anything. Like, you guys do what you want to do, right? Unleash the Horror. Legendary spell, 5 mana, 1 blood. Unleash a 1-cost Rampager into the opponent's deck. Improved after you spend 3 corpses. Rampager. 1 mana, 1/1. At the end of your turn, this claws its way towards the top of your deck by 2 cards. Destroys cards that cost less than it on its way. So what? Improving it, I'm guessing, just makes it like, what, a 2 mana 2/2 or something? Interesting mechanic that I feel like would be so annoying. Oh, although I guess you can only get 1, right? It's a legendary spell. And it's only putting 1 in the deck. right? So you're only ever putting one of these in their deck. Maybe it's still annoying, but I guess a little less annoying. All right, we got a transform card here. Noon Shooter Velicoma. 3 mana, 2/5, triple blood. While this is in your hand, steal 5 health to unleash his true form. So it gains charge. After this attacks, discover a health changing card. You know what's funny? This reminds me a bit of like the Rogue one. I'm guessing that was like your inspiration, right? The Rogue one where you play a card from another class and it turns into the charge that lets you discover a card. That's cool, like cool Death Knight take on the card. That card was nerfed though, right? Weren't the stats nerfed? What's the card called? Does it say True Form? Yeah, Velarok. 3/3. Yeah, wasn't it like a 3/5 or a 2/5 before? It was a 3/6. Holy shit. That's crazy. Who in their right mind printed this card as a 3/6? That's nuts. Oh, and wow. Originally, maybe that's why. When did they change? January 29th. Okay, so that makes a bit more sense. It was a 3/6, but it originally took 3 cards. I didn't remember that part. Okay, never mind. Blizzard, you get a reprieve there. So yeah, originally it was a 3/6, but you had to play 3 cards. Then they changed it to 1 card, and yeah, being a 3/6 at that point is crazy. So they nerfed it. Fair. So yeah, I feel like the stat line is a little strong. But other than that, it's a cool idea. Ragnaros Bloodlord. 8 mana, 8/8, 2 blood. Can't attack. At the end of your turn, your hero steals 8 health from random enemies. That's neat. I'm down for more like Ragnaros versions. And I like stealing health. You know, I've talked about that. Okay, we got a hero card here. Caloria, the Blood Champion. 10 mana, triple blood. Gain 15 health. If you gain 20 health this game, summon a 20/20 Blood Dragon. And this is the dragon, I'm guessing. Yeah, cool art. And then hero power, steal 3 health from an enemy minion. I think one of your Galacrons, wasn't the Blood Galacron Chaos, like spend 3 corpses to steal 3 health or something like that? But yeah, that'd be cool as a hero power. Like either one of you guys, as the 2 I've mentioned. Okay. Almost done August. Call of the Dead. 4 mana. Your minions have their stats doubled last 3 turns. This seems like this is gotta be really strong, right? This is basically like Crusader's Aura, but they don't have to attack. You know, it'd be interesting if an effect like this, but it made it so while it was going on, your minions can't attack. Yada, when did that get made? You made this on August 10th. Crusader's Aura, if it was fair. That's actually kind of true. It doesn't stack like Crusader's Aura, and it's not permanent like Crusader's Aura. But still strong, I think. Yado, I made this? Yes. My friend, you made this card. But yeah, I think a card like this in Death Knight would be cool if maybe, like I said, they couldn't attack. And it's more like a defensive card with taunts. Because that would kind of fit the aura, like the art, right? Like the bone armor. Like it would kind of fit like the theme of it to me. Like they get the bone armor and it makes them tougher, but they can't attack. I don't know. I think that'd be a cool defensive card. Flaming Skull Hurl. 3 mana, 1 blood, 1 unholy. Deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, spend 3 corpses to draw 3 cards. Wonder if it should be 2 cards. Turn 5, 12 attack Leroy. Yeah, this is cool. I think maybe should be two cards instead. Double health only, maybe. RCC has got a good point. That would be a good way to do this, maybe too. For like a Death Knight flavor and like the Bone Armor flavor, is your minions have their health doubled. That's a good call out. And like I said, that would also differentiate enough from like Crusader's Aura and stuff too, right? What's next? Death Knight Scribes. 2 mana, 2/2, 1 unholy. Gain 4/4 for each scribe that died this game. Shuffle this into your deck. That's cool. I like effects like this. You know, it's like the Jade, or the Jade Idol, the newer Jade card. Like, they're fun. Like, those cards have never been good. The cards that kind of like shuffle themselves back in your deck and get stronger, but they're cool. They're fun cards. Lanathel's Blood Curse. 2 mana, 1 blood. Lifesteal. Infect an enemy minion. Deal 2 damage. So what, you deal 2 damage immediately? And then what, every turn after that? Wait. So would it deal 2 immediately? Or at the end of the turn it deals 2, the end of the next turn it deals 3? Who made this card? Ayato. Okay, think Blood Boil. Okay, so it is... Yeah, the way I read it, it kind of sounded like immediate damage. It kind of sounded like it was reading infect an enemy minion and then deal 2 damage. So basically, infect a minion at the end of your turn. It deals 2 and heals. Next turn deals 3 and heals. Okay, that's cool. Increases the longer the minion's alive. Yeah, I think just like the templating could have been a little bit more clear, but it's a cool effect for sure. It is like, yeah, basically it's kind of like Blood Boil, but single target, and it increases. Which Blood Boil is a cool card. Is this like a joke card? Oh, quest support. Battlecry, your locations have 1 less durability this game. I was like, why would you play this card? We always forgive like Ayato here. English isn't their first language. Oh, 100%. Like I said, yeah, I'm not giving you shit here. Hey, even Hearthstone cards, some of them aren't templated good, and they speak, you know, some of them speak English as a first language, so... Yeah, interesting. Actually, that would be cool if there was more, like, Death Rattle locations, maybe. Maybe it's better than I was giving it credit for. Blood Strike. 2 mana, 1 blood. Deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, give your health plus 5. Give your hero plus 5 maximum health. Is that too much? Should be like plus 3. It's a cool card. Like, obviously, like, the staple of so many expansions is like 2 mana, deal 3 damage, and like a slight upside, right? So I could see a card like this existing. I would feel like it would just be like 3 health, not 5. Yato says 3 would make more sense. Because I feel like 2, at that point, it would almost be like 3 damage lifesteal, which has existed, right? Priest had Penance, 3 damage lifesteal. So there's a precedent for that. And it's just Death Knight flavored, right? With the maximum health. When I made this, I meant maximum health to not give health immediately. Oh, okay. So you'd get no health immediately, but you would get 5 max health. Okay, that would be balanced, I feel like. You'd have to gain the health back. You're getting nothing immediately. Okay. That's what in the business we call a DIY card. Cards that look confusing at first. Look and require some thought to properly understand the purpose and or interactions. Which, that's probably like a good designed card, right? One that makes you think like that. Wow, I'm surprised this is in the game. Grave Digging, draw 2 Death Rattle minions. Is there a card like this in another class? Man, this would be so hard to search. I guess, does anyone know off the top of their head? Like, I'd be so surprised if there wasn't a card like this in the game already. Vengeful Spirit? Oh, I got Battle Cry, or Minion with that effect. That's why I was very confused when Blizzard used the max health wording on Onyxia, but it also gives max health. And that's what I'm saying, is Blizzard, don't feel bad, Ayato, Blizzard can't properly template their cards either sometimes. So they're not exempt from that. The Headhunter. Okay, we're now in July, so this is last card. This is last Death Knight card, and I'm gonna, here, let me pin this comment. This is where we finished. Reply and pin that. The Headhunter, 8 mana, 5/4, Battlecry. Discover 3 legendary cards that start in your opponent's deck to destroy. That's crazy, isn't it? So would you discover 3 legendary cards, pick one? Discover 3 legendary cards, pick one? Like, if so, that's just nuts, right? Yeah, Menavat, you get up to 9, that's what I'm wondering. Or if they only had 3 legendaries in their deck, you would get rid of all 3. Or even like 4, 5, 6. You definitely get rid of the ones you want to. Because some of them might even be gone at that point, right? Unless you're saying you discover 3 legendary cards that started in their deck, and you get to pick one to destroy. Because that's not nearly as crazy. Yeah, pick one. Okay. I was to say picking 3 is crazy. Okay, that's cool. I'm, you know, I like the deck hate and the hand hate. A lot of people don't like it, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it when it's not like crazy. Like one card, right? It's like Theotar. This actually, yeah, is similar to Theotar in some ways, right? Okay, yeah, so just so imagine this as just discover a legendary card that started in your opponent's deck to destroy. Okay. And let's, all right, now I'm gonna start scrolling. Let's see if some other class is popping up. But the good news is I made it to July. We're getting there. Okay, who wants to guess? How far do I have to scroll to find another class? RCC, it's super broken. It was destroy 3. I agree. If this was 3, that's insane. But yeah, I think destroying one card is fine. When you compare it to Theotar and you compare it to some like similar other cards, I feel like one would be fine for 8 mana. But yeah, let's see. When am I gonna hit another class? Oh, here we go. Not quite as far as I thought. July 18th. I only had to scroll a couple weeks, and Menavat's got some mage cards here. 8 mana, 8/8, Sindragosa, Arcane Queen. Battlecry, summon 2/0/1 crystals. Discover an arcane spell for each to cast when it dies. That's cool. There's been effects like that in the past, right? That there's like some, like there's a precedent for that effect, right? Double light show. We should have 2 custom channels, one for DK, one for other classes. That's a good point, actually. Maybe I should make a second channel. Custom cards, Death Knight, custom cards, everything else. That's neat though. I like it. Again, this is a card I could see in the game. I could see this in the game 100%. Make it right now. All right, how do I do this? There we go. We got custom cards and we got custom cards DK now. Cool card, fits the Sindragosa flavor. Could be way cheaper. That is true. I could see this being a little cheaper because it does nothing. The one upside is like at 10 mana, right? You could play this Sindragosa and ping one of the crystals maybe. Because say you get a really expensive spell, right? That would feel good, maybe? I don't know. Okay, let's go back here. Let's find another non-Death Knight card. Oh, here we go. Menavat. Menavat's MVP right now. So the regular one gets reviewed in like 20 minutes of every custom card stream, and the rest of the stream is the DK cards. Yeah, Tyrande, Pinpoint Archer, 4-mana 2/5, Hunter Priest minion. Battlecry, your next spell costs 2 less. If it kills a minion, repeat this. Oh, that's cool. So it's like at Love Everlasting, basically, if I understand it correctly. That your spells perpetually cost 2 less if they kill a minion. Am I understanding that right, Benevent? At 8 mana, could discover arcane spells that cost 5 or more. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? That you could maybe discover some big-ass arcane spell at 10 mana and ping it right away. And get some immediate value. That's a good comparison. Okay. And I like that, because I really liked Love Everlasting. And this is kind of like, I guess, a worse version of it, but on a body. But yeah, I like that card a lot. Oh, Ayato made a rogue card. Well, what's going on over here? Also, Ayato, oh, this rogue card coming up took time to get right. Valera Weapon Specialist, 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, replace your hero power with Shaw's Shank. Combo, equip it with +1/+1. So... Oh, okay, so is this just... It's a normal rogue dagger the first time you use it. And then what? The next time it's a 2/3, then it's a 3/4? Is that what's happening here? Oh, okay. Looks like you put an updated version here. Yeah. Okay. This templating makes a little bit more sense. Yeah. Equip a dagger and then upgrade it for like every time you've used it. That's cool. I do wish there was more effects that replaced Rogue's hero power. Because I feel like Rogue's hero power in like so many decks is kind of just useless. I almost feel like Rogue's hero power is one of the ones that's like aged the worst over time, you know? So having more ways to replace it, I'm all for that. Hey Axel, how's it going? Also, that's exactly why I made this. There is a Rogue card that came out a few years ago, I feel like. That was a really good example of what I'm talking about. Like Poison Blade. Like something like this. Poison Blade sucks. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure I did a YouTube video on the 5 worst weapons in Hearthstone. I think this was on the list. Shitty card. Really cool idea. Like, I wish they did more stuff like this, where you could reuse your rogue hero power for something else, because it sucks. Like in the mid game, the late game, you know, even for most decks, like if you're not running any kind of like weapon buffs or weapon effects, it just kind of sucks. So I wish they did more effects like this for Rogue. RCC, isn't there a similar old Rogue weapon? Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about this, about Poison Blade. The scaling is very scary. Actually, okay, I just realized. Yeah, one downside to this is I feel like you shouldn't be able to use it until you break the weapon. Because really, you can just hero power every single turn for +1 attack, right? And just keep breaking the weapon and re-equipping it. Maybe force you to like use and break the weapon, then you can equip a new, stronger one? Or is that too slow? Chaos, would Poison Blade be okay if it gained 2 attack each use? That's a good question. Because you think about it, right? You hero power once, and it's a 4 mana 2/3 weapon, which still sucks. You hero power twice, it's a 6 mana 3/3 weapon, which still sucks. Yeah, maybe 2 attack. I don't even know if it'd be good at that point still. 4 mana 3/3 weapon. There has been 4 mana 3/3 weapons with like an upside, right? I don't know. Oh, wait, Ayato says that that is indeed the downside. So you can't use this if you have a Shank equipped? Is that what you're saying? Because if that's true, I think that's a cool way to do this. So you can't just keep breaking it every turn. No? No. No what? No, you can't keep breaking it? Or no, it doesn't work that way? Also, I like the name, by the way. Shaw's Shank. For a non-native English speaker, you did good on that one. I agree with you that you could tech just keep equipping it. But yeah, again, I wish there was more ways to use Rogue's hero power in other ways. And that's one reason I feel like Imbue Rogue is good. And I feel like for the next like year until Imbue rotates, you'll throw a couple of these in like every Rogue deck, I feel like. Because so many Rogue decks, you don't hero power ever. You don't give a shit about the dagger. So why not throw a couple of these in for a little bit of removal, and then you could have like an incidental minion discover, right? So yeah, I think even like regular Rogue decks might throw like 2 of these in. Like, I feel like I would. But yeah, and what is there any other? It's not really any other effects, right? This is a cool idea. It sucks, but it's another cool idea of just getting use out of Rogue's hero power. I don't think there is any other effects really, though. But yeah, it's too bad. Because if I was to tier list all of the hero powers, Rogue is by far the worst, I think. And there's just so much like design space there, you know? All right, good work, Ayato. Making a cool Rogue card. See, you could do it. But gotta believe. Menevat, Karnuk, 5 mana, 3/7, Demon Hunter, Taunt, Lifesteal, Death Rattle, give your hero +3 attack and Lifesteal this turn. I think this is cool because like I'm down for like these slower Death Knight cards. You know, I think we talked about it a while back, how Menevac, I know I did say that. We talked about this a while back, how I've always wished there was a controlled Demon Hunter list. And I feel like a controlled Demon Hunter deck has been so close to happening multiple times. There's just not quite enough to like push it over the edge. So yeah, I'm down for like cards like this. Have less stupid Smork Demon Hunter cards and more like slower, you know, Demon Hunter cards. Control, possibly. So yeah, I'm down. What else do we got here? Menevat says, here's the submission that would have won me a bundle if that spell was a minion instead. So I have to ask Menovat, was it like a requirement of the contest or something? Like, did you have to make 3 minions and like you like why did this? Because you said, yeah, would have won you a bundle if the spell as a minion instead. Did your submission not qualify for some reason? How do you feel about the different use cases based on when he dies? I didn't even think about that, actually. So that is another thing I have said. Another big design space is having attack on your opponent's turn. Because as it is now, there's only a couple like rare instances where you have attack on your opponent's turn. And every single time it happens, I always forget how like the interaction works. And I know that other people are the exact same way, because there's been a couple times I've got attack on an opponent's turn and they attack into me and they're so confused on like what happens, you know? So I didn't even think about that actually. If your opponent kills this on their turn, they pretty much can't attack into you anymore, or they probably don't want to because you attack back and get the lifesteal. That's cool. I didn't even think about that. And I wish, like I said, I wish they would explore that design space more. I've dabbled in having attack on the opponent's turn and blood decay. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've never added a card that just gives you attack on your opponent's card. Or, sorry, your opponent's turn, right? Like, most of the times it happens, it's from some, like, weird interaction, right? Or maybe you getting, like, a card not for your class or something. Or am I wrong? Is there any card that just straight up gives you attack on your opponent's turn? I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Odin. Odin's a good example. Yeah, if you have Odin and you gain armor on your opponent's turn for some reason, that is an example there. Also, Chaos. Yeah, I've dabbled in having attack on your opponent's turn as a Thorns-like effect. That's a cool way to put it. Also, Menovat, I was on track to have the most points, but they noticed I messed up the prompt. It had to be 3 minions. Oh, that's too bad. I ended up winning the bundle in a different contest, so I can share this as a funny story without being salty. Man, Menovat just winning bundles left and right over here, eh? Okay, so let's go through this then. This is almost the winning submission over here, but Menovat, just like me, Menovat can't read rules. But we got Bug Catcher's Lure, 1 mana. Set a minion's health to 2, draw a beast. Okay. Symbiotic, 3 mana, 2/4, taunt. Your hero power costs 1 and is, or sorry, your hero power costs 0 and is upgraded. Oh, it's persistent effect though. Okay. And then Fellbite Spider, 4 mana, 2/6, Battlecry. Get a Fell Barrage. Kindred, cast it instead. That's cool. I don't know why. I assumed all of these cards were going to be part of like a cycle, like a kit, right? But they're all different in their own right. Not that it's a bad thing. Yeah. I like these like persistent effects like this. Also, this is different. Setting a minion's health to 2. You know, usually you see this effect and it's setting your health to 1, right? Oh, that's for the Demon Hunter quest? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Also, pre-nerf Divine Brew could technically do that. You're talking like if your opponent played it on you? These minions would have been top tier for the quest. Was the quest ever changed? Like, did I miss a point where that quest was super, super popular? Because I think I've seen this card once. So it was previously deal 2 damage 15 times. It was reduced to 12 times. So I'm guessing it was not broken by any means. Okay, so they reduced how many times? Okay, because yeah, I've only seen this card once, I think. And it's a cool idea. It's too bad. It's a cool idea. The only quest I got good was Warlock. Mage became okay. What else do we got here? Oh, Reska got a neutral card. Well, not neutral technically. Tri-class card for the Zerg card, for Zerg classes. 3 mana, 3/4, Hydralisk Mother, dormant for 2 turns. When this awakens, summon 3 random Zerg. That's cool. I feel like that's like fitting, like lore-wise too. I feel like if you want to be technical with StarCraft, this wouldn't be a Hydralisk. This would be like a... It was just called a Queen? You had a unit actually that late... Yeah, this unit. You had a unit that would just... it would just lay eggs in your base. Was it called Brood Queen? Or is it just called a Queen? I think it's just Queen, right? Oh, Brood Mothers. Was Brood Mother the unit? I don't know. Regardless, this was a unit in StarCraft that like laid eggs and stuff. So yeah, that's the only thing I'll change here. Change the art and the name to that, and this like would actually make sense. I feel like. I made a very cool Zerg card too. Totally not a joke. Is it around here or somewhere else? I think Brood Queen's Fly. Oh, is Brood Mother already in? Let me look. I don't know. But yeah, that's the only thing I'll change. So that's just, like, that's a very small like lore nitpick there. Let me grab a couple more. Whoa, Chaos got a Shaman card. Even said the rare non-DK card. All right, got a Shaman card here. Rag Murloc, 4 mana, 4/4, can't attack. At the end of your turn, deal 4 damage to 4. Holy shit, 4 random enemies. This is even stronger than, this is way stronger than even normal Ragnaros, right? This is a good card. I would run this. I'd run this in every single Shaman deck. All right. Can I get... Okay, maybe this will be the last card here. We'll stop off here for Menevat. This just seems insane. The Low Tide, 5 mana. This turn, all minions are 1/1 and cost 1. And it's got 3 drinks. Is this not crazy? It reminds me of like there's a Tavern Brawl like that, right? Where everything costs 1 and is 1/1. And that's just like such a broken brawl. Menevat, deal 4 damage to random enemy is reasonable. 4 enemies? Yeah. Oh, it's a questline reward? Where's the... Okay, let me go. It looks like... Oh, okay. I was just saying, I should have noticed this doesn't have a little collectible jewel. I was like, this card is just insane to have like in your deck, right? Okay, so it's a questline reward. So let me see here. So I love the names, by the way. Brainstorm the recipe, search for the ingredients, finalize the drink. That's cool. So brainstorm the recipe, questline, cast 3 spells from another class, draw your lowest cost card, cast a spell on a minion 3 times. Okay, that's cool. It's a different effect. Draw location. Draw 3 spells in 1 turn. What's the difference here? Is this just like 2 different ideas you had for this final step? I'm guessing this is like a minion that's like battle cry, get the drink. Most of these suggestions are way too broken here. Oh, I wasn't set on the reward. Okay, so oh, so it's the same thing regardless. You just didn't know the name yet. Okay. I like the requirements here. Cast 3 spells from another class. Cast a spell on a minion 3 times. Draw 3 spells in 1 turn. It's like nice, like varied requirements. Also, Axel, Swarm Queen is an attacker and faster Swarm Queen. Queen sits at the base. Brood Queen flies. So many Queen units. Swarm Queen is an attacker and it's faster. Queen sits in the base. Brood Queen flies. Oh, I think I've pictured... I feel like I can picture the Brood Queen in my head. Maybe not. There's a unit I'm picturing in my head that I was thinking of. Zerg. Brood Lord, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Brood Lord. But yeah, the one I was talking about, yeah, it's just a queen then. Okay, that was what I was thinking of. Just a regular queen. That, like, literally, the queen, for anyone unfamiliar with StarCraft, it literally just sits in your base and lays eggs. So this was like perfect kind of, I feel like, translation here. Man, StarCraft was fun back in the day. I played StarCraft 1 when I was younger, like on dial-up and shit. StarCraft 2, I played a bunch in high school with friends. I remember like going over to a friend's house and like we'd all have to be on our laptops and play like custom StarCraft games together. It was fun. This quest line ended up winning me a bundle, by the way. How many bundles have you won, Menavat? I'm curious. It is a cool quest line though, so very deserved. In Heart of the Swarm, they made attacker queens. Oh, it is cool how I played a lot of Wings of Liberty, the first like StarCraft 2, and then there was what, Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void, I think it was. I played less during those two, but it's cool how they like updated some units over the course of StarCraft 2. Medevat has all the luck, he wins a lot. You know what I want to check out? I want to do this. This was fun. Let's see how dumb I am. This is the hardest one. I'm not doing this one. I'll do the other ones. Is this power overwhelming? Okay. Oh, I'm not doing this one. It's too hard. I'm too dumb. Okay, that that one's easy. We got Bob. Oh, that's a tough one. Is it like imprisoned something? Imprisoned Felma? No, it's not a Felma. Imprisoned Ganarg? No. It's gotta be imprisoned something, right? Imprisoned Horror? Ah, there we go. Medevat, not luck, and all I won were hand-picked designs. I made you win, though. You didn't answer my question. Ooh. Oh, it's gotta be that, right? That's a little easy. Okay, that one was easy. All right, card art. Oh, is this Earthen Ring Farseer? Oh, I'm making up for yesterday, guys. Oh, this is stupid art. What's her name? This is the hideous, awful art card. Oh, what's the name? I'm not looking at chat. I know this is that card. Oh, I should know this name. Skyla or something like that? Portalmancer? Oh, it popped in my head. That's so funny that that's the one today. All right, let's go wild. Oh, I know this card. This is what? There's the two 3/4s, right? That they do like different effects. And they're like sisters or something. I don't think it's Sister anything, though. No, it's not Sister's Fallen. I was thinking maybe it was one of those like 12 years, but no, I don't think so. Man, I know the card too. Like armored something? No. I can't think. Oh, man, that's 1-4. Whizbang's Workshop, Great Dark Beyond, Lost City, and Across the Timeways. So the last couple expansions too, eh? Twin something? Is it Twin Fin? Oh, let me look in the card gallery. I'm giving up, but it's like I said, I know it's like a 3-mana card. I believe it's a neutral. Three mana. I think it's a 3-mana 3/4. And yeah, wasn't one of them like if you target this minion with a spell, do something? Man, so many cards. Oh, there's the one. Whenever you target this minion with a spell, okay, that's the one. It's the other one. That's it. I wouldn't have guessed that. Fajola. Oh, signature I'm not going to get. Signature's dumb. This timeline one's cool. Hand of a Doll is pretty old. All these cards are pretty older. What's that? March of the Lich King. That is... What's it called? Mean Streets? I can't tell what this is from. This is a little older too. I think this might be the oldest. Okay, Bone Baron's in the right place. So is that like that then? Not like that? Oh, Hand of a Doll is okay. It's not as old as I thought it was. Wow. I thought Hand of a Doll was the oldest card. It's literally the newest card here. Okay, this is a cool website though. I like this. I don't like the signature one. Oh, it's like Quasar or something? Nope. Is there like a black hole? Okay. But yeah, these signatures, like I've never seen this signature. I don't even actually know what this card is. Black hole. Oh, I saw this card the other day. Destroy all minions except demons. I've never seen it played though. But yeah, the signature ones, they're way too random. There's so many signature cards I've just never even seen. Also, this one is really, really hard too. But yeah, cool website. Yeah. What else should I do? Let's do a Scrandle. I'm just gotta work up my appetite here. Barbecue honey glazed chicken burger. Or chorizo rolls with onions. I do like chorizo. Those fries look good. Metamat says burger. Yeah, I'm not a fan of like the barbecue sauce, I think. I can go for the burger too. Chicken burger's always good. The fries look good. Oh, that was just me voting. Never mind. All right, now we're in it though. All right, I'm not big on this. Oh, this one is tough, man. I don't really care for desserts. Do we want dessert or baby puke? Pie, mash, and liquor, or walking on sunshine free shake? I feel like your average person's gonna click this. I would do neither. I don't want the baby puke food, and I'm not big on like milkshakes and cake and ice cream and shit like that. Gay cake. Yeah, I think people will pick gay cake. Yep. Gay cake beats baby puke. The staining stack or gyro. Ooh. Looks like a gyro like box. I think it's on fries. What is that? It's like, I don't know what that is. It almost looks like pulled pork a little bit. Le stack. Is that like a thing? This. Nope. Nope. I don't know what that is. Yeah, the gyro looks good. I like gyro meat a lot. It looks like it's on fries. I'll go for that. Oh no, we're off to a bad start. Chicken pie. The most boring chicken pie in the world, or jerk chicken? It's gotta be jerk chicken, right? Gyarados. This is sad looking. If I paid $10 for this little chicken pie, I would be so upset with myself. Gotta be the jerk chicken. Yeah. Oh, this cheeseburger. Where's the cheese? Such a sad Christmas dinner in a cup. That's kind of cool. The saddest cheeseburger in the world or Christmas dinner in a cup. I'm guessing it's like turkey and stuffing and gravy and stuff. Okay, they're both low. Roast beef roll or pepperoni pizza. That pizza looks weird. Why does the crust look so weird? It looks like it's like the color looks weird. Like it's like a whole wheat dough or something. But also, this is so sad looking too. It literally looks like a couple chunks of roast beef on a roll, and that's it. That crust looks like shit. I agree. It looks like, I'm not even talking shit about the burned parts. Like I've had like wood fire stove pizzas with like, and you get burned bits and stuff, and like that's not even what I'm complaining about. Just like the color looks off to me. Like it's like undercooked, but overcooked at the same time. Like I don't know. But this looks sad. Like I said, couple pieces of roast beef on a bun with a couple little potatoes. Kind of like with the pizza, I guess. All right. Whoa! You guys actually got a sausage bun. Good for you, Germany. It's not just a piece of bread. Big ol' sausage or a plain ass chicken burger. This is a tough one because they're both like very, very plain. A true man never speaks ill of burnt spots on pizza. That's what I said. I wasn't talking shit about the burnt spots. Like I said, I've had good pizza, like good like wood fire pizzas with burnt spots before. Like it's fine, right? It was more so, I don't know. There's just an off thing about the color. I can't do that much sausage. I'm kind of leaning towards the sausage. This reminds me of like a bonfire sausage, which like hits so good. Like those chardy bits, like could be good. Axel says the sausage looks better. I'm leaning towards the sausage as well. I'm gonna go sausage. Oh, that was bigger difference than I expected. Okay, we got double baby puke, guys. Actually, this isn't as baby pukey looking. Pie, mash, peas and gravy, or pie and peas. Gotta be this one, right? With the gravy. I eat like half of that sausage. You eat half now and you eat the other half for breakfast tomorrow. Chaos isn't a glizzy gulper. Apparently not. Yeah, I'm going left. This is a little boring. At least we got gravy over here. Okay. Hash and load meal. Hash brown sausage, bacon, cheese, and beans. That sounds good. Sweet chili and lime shredded chicken flatbread. Oh, both of these. I actually love like hash browns and stuff with like breakfasts. Like there's a breakfast place I order from every once in a while that has like a breakfast mash like this, where it's like potatoes and egg and sausage and other stuff, and it's so good. This looks good too. I have to say the ketchup on it kills me though. I'm not a big ketchup person. Hash browns are goated. Yeah, there's a couple breakfast places in town that make some really good hash browns. But yeah, my girlfriend loves ketchup on like some random shit. I put ketchup on like a hot dog, a burger, and that's pretty much it. I actually can't think of anything else I put ketchup on. I don't use ketchup on French fries. Maybe once in a blue moon, but not typically. Yeah, what else do we even put ketchup on? I honestly can't think of anything. What are hash browns? Potatoes. Yeah, there's you could do different ways of them. Yeah, like shredded hash browns. Yeah, so you can have hash browns like that, where it's like literally imagine like a cheese grater. You take a potato to a cheese grater and you fry it. That is one version of hash browns. Or usually, yeah, you see them too like this. You can buy them in like a little puck. Or like you get the homemade version, like not this. These don't look the greatest, but you get the homemade version where you like dice them up and you like deep fry them maybe. Those are good too. Yeah, I actually have some shredded hash brown in the freezer right now I've been meaning to make. Yeah, so these don't look crispy enough. I like hash browns like this when they're nice and crispy. Bramborok? What's that? Oh, it's like a potato pancake. Yeah. I've had those before too. Oh, I can't type. There's this European like grocery store near me that has a bunch of like hot food you can get like ready to go. And I get, if they have them, I get potato pancakes from them. It's good. Yeah. Potatoes, I feel like we've had this conversation before. Potatoes are so versatile. Like, you can make so many different things with potatoes and prepare them in so many different ways. I'm most familiar with shredded and molted into puck hash browns. You know what's funny is the shredded hash browns, I think that's much more of like an American thing. Like, shredded hash browns aren't very popular in Canada. You don't really ever see them in restaurants, and finding shredded hash browns in like a grocery store here is very hard. That's why I have a bag of shredded hash browns in the freezer right now, because I saw it at the grocery store and I picked it up because it's kind of rare. But yeah, I think it's much more of an American thing. Another breakfast American thing I really like that is basically, it doesn't exist in Canada, is biscuits and gravy. Yeah, biscuits and gravy, very American. Like, if I'm ever in the US for some reason and eating breakfast, I will get biscuits and gravy. But you, like, pretty much no breakfast places in Canada have this. And it's too bad. Because I actually, sometimes when I go to the States, if I ever go to a grocery store, I'll pick up like a can of sausage gravy to make this with. Oh, yeah, Menevat vodka, another good use of potatoes. Potatoes are goated. I think the fancy restaurants serve shredded. Potato dumplings are awesome, but I don't know if it refers to something else in English. I think you mentioned potato dumplings the other day, didn't you? Actually, no, this isn't what I was thinking of the other day. I don't think I've ever had something like this though. Is it like mashed potato? Like formed into like a ball with stuff inside? Oh, not these? There's some other name for them? But it is funny, like, so US and Canada, for like my perspective, right, is in some ways they're so similar and in some ways they're so different. Because like I said, shredded hash browns, I feel like very American, not really in Canada. Biscuits and gravy, very, very American, never in Canada. But on the flip side, we have like poutine, right? We have poutine, which very Canadian and isn't really as popular in the US. So it's funny how, like, culturally we're very, very similar in some ways, but then we're also very, like, at least in food, well, I guess culturally too, but we're very different in some ways as well. Poutine is Canadian AF. Yeah, but poutine's great. Although there's nothing worse than ordering a poutine somewhere, because for anyone who doesn't know, poutine is just fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Nothing is worse than ordering a poutine somewhere and getting shredded cheese on it. That is like a sin in Canada. Is there even a picture of it here? Like, if you get a poutine from like a cheaper place, you might get it with shredded cheese on it, and it's like the most disappointing thing. Because normally you have like the big chunky cheese curds on it. Yes, there's not even any pictures here. Yeah, what kind of horse shit is that? Like that. Sometimes you get that. That's not a poutine. That's a disgrace. Shawarma poutine is the best. I've had shawarma poutine. Yeah, that's good. I would love poutine here over biscuits and gravy. That's a tough one. They're very different, right? Biscuits and gravy is breakfast food, while poutine is like lunch or dinner food. Also, Menevat wants me to Google this. Oh, we did talk about this literally yesterday. And I said how it looks like bread, like it looks spongy, like a cake or like a bread. So this is the potato dumplings you were talking about? Because, yeah, I've never seen anything like this before. Oh, yeah, we were talking. Oh, can I find the picture again? There was literally like a dish I brought up, and you said it was like a certain dish. Oh, I can't find the exact picture. But it was like this. It was like a meat and a sauce and stuff. And yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Montreal smoked meat is good. Very much so. These are different than yesterday. Was it not yesterday? Within the last couple streams, I remember seeing these pictures. We talked about this recently. Those are from flour dough? Am I getting gaslit over here? Well, looking at my history. Oh, okay, it wasn't yesterday, was it? Oh, is this it? No. Czech dumplings. Oh. Oh, are these two different things? Oh, they do look very, very similar. Okay, you're right. They just look very, very similar. They both kind of look like bread. Like spongy, or like bread or cake. Not my fault all your food looks the same. Beaver tails. I'm not a big dessert person, but yeah, beaver tails are good. Yeah, these are beaver tails for anyone unfamiliar. I think they are like a Canadian thing. Racist Paul and food racist. Yeah, beaver tails are basically, it's like fried dough with like cinnamon sugar, and then you can get different ones, like different toppings and stuff. I actually thought about at some point doing like a Canadian food tier list. That'd be a good one. Babusha? Is this like this looks like what's it called? I can't think of the name. This looks like a dessert that like damn, I can't think of the name. Yeah, this looks similar to something I'm thinking of. Beaver tails would go so hard as a salty dish. Oh, this is Arabic? Yeah, this looks very similar to something I'm thinking of. We have fried dough with cinnamon sugar here too. It's called an elephant ear. Oh, interesting. Is it literally like the same thing? It is. Okay, this is basically the same thing. Do you guys put toppings on it too? Like the beaver tail or no? Because yeah, it basically looks like a beaver tail just with no toppings. But the beaver tail, like I said, usually they're all like dolled up Yeah, see, like banana. That's common for sure. Yeah, Nutella, chocolate. Usually no toppings. Okay. So it's like a lesser version of ours. It's primarily fair food. Oh, here too, for sure. Beaver tails, you usually will get at like a little like food cart at some like whatever, like little festival or something. Something to eat while walking around. Yeah, for sure with the beaver tails too. When I was in Egypt, I had some colorful, homogeneous, foamy desserts, and they were so peak, but I have no idea what they're called. Also, I gotta finish this. I think I go with the shredded chicken. Because I'm not liking the ketchup. Okay. Well, that's a big difference. Steak and gravy pie. Special steak rice meal. Doesn't look that appetizing. Like, who took this picture? Like, this person, did they take this picture to say, look how good this looks? Or did they take this picture to say, look how shit this looks? Because it doesn't look appetizing to me. Even the dough is undercooked. Do you see that? They didn't bake this long enough. Maybe that's why he took the picture. He's like, look at this undercooked dough in here. So yeah, I'm going with the steak for sure. Oh, that was way closer than I expected it to be. Okay, this is too big for chaos. 10-inch sausage roll or lechona? Roast pork and crackling. Lechona. A popular Colombian dish consisting of a roast pig, yellow peas, green onion, and yellow rice. They took this picture going, this will go hard on Scrandal. Maybe that's why they took the picture. Also, Axel's got some popular Arab desserts here. Let's take a look. Yep. Nope. God damn it, man. Stupid ass Google. Oh, this is interesting. Is that like cheese inside? There's like a cream cheese inside? It's weird because it looks very schmelty in this picture. Also, Bosa? Okay, yeah, we looked at that one. Oh, and baklava. Yeah, I know baklava. I have like family on my dad's side. It's all Eastern European. And yeah, baklava is very popular and common. Actually, baklava is what I was thinking of when I saw this one. I don't know why. Some of these pictures reminded me of baklava a little bit. I don't like baklava personally. I feel like it's way too sugary and sticky. Like, I feel like I take a bite of baklava and it feels like my teeth are going to fall out. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it just feels like I'm going to get an instant cavity eating baklava. It's so sweet, so sticky. But some people love it. I don't like baklava either. Yeah. But I get it, right? It is very, like, flavorful. It's like too flavorful for me. Also, Chaos sausage roll is fine. I just can't eat massive pure sausage without some kind of bun fare. It does look like a good sausage roll, though. For $6 too, damn. I'm going sausage roll. Yeah. All right, I got one wrong. Wow, community 7.7. We killed it. Good job, team. So we got our our new semi-regular hits, the Scrandal and the Hearthstone. I literally just ate apple strudel while watching you. Anyone got any other funny websites to check out? Do I have any quests on Hearthstone? I just had beef stroganoff ready. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for dinner today. Again, I don't have leftovers from lunch, so I'm on my own. Oh, maybe I'll have ramen, actually. I wanted to have ramen yesterday, but my girlfriend wasn't feeling it. So maybe I'll do ramen, shrimp, and dumplings. She doesn't want to have it? Well, she's not here. My screen just went black. Okay. Let me see. Any quest or anything? Mage, Paladin, or Priest? Actually, here's what I'll do. Menovat. I'll craft the Priest quest, and I'll play a game or two. I want to play it more in the future. But... okay, I must have deleted it. Give me a sec. Oh, here it is. I'll have cream pea soup and chicken schnitzels for lunch tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, like I said, there's this European grocery store by me that they have a whole like hot bar, right? They have all kinds of whatever, cabbage rolls, schnitzel, pierogies, like all kinds of stuff that they make fresh. And me and my girlfriend will go there every so often and get food for like lunch or dinner or whatever. And yeah, I get the like chicken or pork schnitzel there sometimes. We usually get pierogies. My girlfriend loves their cabbage rolls. I get potato pancakes from there sometimes. Yeah, it's great. Call the deck Menovac. All right. Yeah, so we craft Seek Guidance finally. Which, like I said, I don't know why I never crafted this card. Because this is such like a me card. And... okay. I saw Storm Giant in there. All right, I'll play a game or two, depending how long they last. Let me update the title. Actually, who cares? I'll leave it. Menovac is his alter ego, his evil alter ego. Look at this deck list. Oh, I got the new, I forgot about that. Got the new portrait.
For the light, for my daughter.
I'll keep Shadow Madness. Oh, I forgot. Actually, maybe keep the quest in mind. So we need a 2 and a 4. Zyrella Gaming. Yes, where's Zyrella Gaming now, guys? Surprised no Ysera in the deck. You got some you got some cards in here, my friend. Ooh, Sister's Fallen. I missed that card. Menorat is the evil sidekick to Menovac. That's the Menovat lore continues to grow. All right, Druid's doing Druid things.
I cannot play that.
So we need a 2. Got a bunch of 2s. Just gonna draw one. The MCU, the Menovac Cinematic Universe. Okay, there's our 2 cost. Actually, I'll do the 4. We'll be mana efficient over here. But yeah, you have some card choices in here. Is there a way to draw the quest right away? Thrive, I guess, potentially. I don't think so. Primordial Protector? Okay, that is one way. Can't draw it and play it in the same turn, but we can draw it. It's quest complete. Discover 3 costs, summon a 2/3 copy. Is there any way to play? Is there any way to copy cards from the opponent? Don't think so. It says 2 more 3-cost cards. The other 2 do nothing, right? I take that one because maybe it can do something at some point. So 5 and 6. You don't have a 5 or a 6. Take the removal. Or Spirit Guide if you have Ritual of Life. Which one's Ritual of Life? Oh, okay. So that's the only other holy spell in the deck. Okay, there's a 6.
I'm undead, not
So you need a 5. What do we got for 5s? Mass Hysteria, Excavated Evil. Okay. Ooh, oh, do I say? No, I have another 7. I think I'm gonna buff this.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Did I spook ya?
Okay, we just need a 5. I have a 7. Don't have an 8 yet. Oh god. Am I dead next turn?
You cannot crack my carapace.
Just Druid doing Druid things. Like, what is... you guys know WoW better than I do. What is this guy doing? What's his end game? Alright, we're just waiting to draw a 5. Probably Tog. I have no idea what this Druid is going for. Oh, here we go. We're gonna find out. Is he gonna refresh his mana somehow? No god. That was cool. Well. All right, let's see if we can complete the quest. Get all 3 games done. I do think there is some changes I would make to this deck. If I was to do, like at some point I'll do a stream with this deck. And yeah, I can see some changes I would make.
I am determined to win this.
Ooh, I keep Svalna. It's fun. I'm going to be greedy. All right, we've got the turbo greed hand.
I see you've brought guests.
Okay, forge that next turn. What do you mean this perfection? There's just a couple cards that stick out to me. There's a couple cards I'm missing. Like I miss Ysera. There's a couple cards like that would help you draw the shard right away, which would be nice to have. Also, remember before we were talking about how some boards, there's things like you have to do on it, right? This is one of them. All right, shoot that next turn. Hopefully we get a 2 and 3 soon. Actually, the Vision of Darkness, I'll say that's 3, right? Worst case, there's 1 there. Man, we're just drawing all of the high-cost cards. Yeah, what cards is there that I'm thinking of? There's that one, it's like a 3-mana bird. Like drawing cards that didn't start in your deck. Oh god. Didn't start? Yeah, there's Sharp-Eyed Seeker. Isn't there more cards than that? Or I'm just not searching the right words. I ran that bird, but it's generally not good in the deck. Really? Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't have a lot of experience. Ooh, that was a perfect card to get. I don't have a lot of experience with this deck, obviously. But I thought people ran, like, a way to draw the shard right away. Do I just drop Svalna? No. It feels shitty, but... Actually, unless I discover, like, a removal or something. I need... What, 5 and 6. So take that.
The sun incinerates.
I want that Demon Hunter portrait so badly. What's it from? Was it just sold in the store at some point? Where'd those come from? Oh. All right, next turn. Play this. I could have maybe played it there, but... I think it was a pre-order skin from when Demon Hunter came out. Wow. I have a question, actually. Let's say he had Blobatar on the board, right? If I Soul Mirrored, would my Fell Hunter summon a Blob of Tar? Like it would, right?
I'm undead, not dead.
Because that's a potential move I could do if it does work that way. Mass Hysteria?
Better make a good impression.
I'm guessing yes, because he played it first. Just play Polecat after the quest is resolved, or Shadow Visions. That's how I played it. Complete the quest one fairly regularly. Shadow Visions is just, yeah, discover a copy of a... Thrive in the Shadows. Isn't Shadow Visions like the same thing? Just not a copy?
I remember this.
I can't spell. Oh, there it was. Man, this deck, like this card library drives me crazy sometimes. It's so like slow and laggy. Okay, so yeah, same thing, just copy versus actual spell. Thrive is better here because it thins your deck. I need a 7 and 8. Oh, this is actually kind of neat, right? Because the death rattle, yeah, wow, ultimate Sneeds value, holy shit. Oh, we got one more. Okay, all right, I'm sorry for ever talking shit about Sneeds, Metavat. That was nice. Underrated card, I'm telling you. Yeah, it was really nice there. Oh, best target too. So I need to play a 7. Might just be a Siamat. Because he's got nothing big to kill. I don't want to Soul Mirror. I have nothing to Elec. Okay, maybe it is a Soul Mirror turn. I really wish I could... Like, I wish he had a Fell Beast on the board and I could Soul Mirror. Okay, I'll just do that instead. Right? Or do I save that for a Fell Beast? I think I do, actually. This Soul Mirror now? I get a Blobatar trigger. I can kill the other poisonous one. Or do I have to? I would what? Reno here? I kind of want to save the Reno to deny, like, Fell Beasts dying, maybe. Save Reno? Okay, we're on the same page then. And then do I care about killing his poisonous? Yeah, I will. Okay, so plays Ivrella next turn. Assuming I don't get it dirty ratted or some shit randomly. Okay. Oh, didn't activate that again. Ooh, that was a good top deck. Oh, I forgot she had taunt. I felt a little bad playing her there. I forgot she had taunt. Or this just draws me shard, right? Oh, no, I have Ritual of Life in my deck still, so 50-50. You're telling me there's a chance, guys. Oh, shit. Am I dead? No, I'm not. Damn, close though. Oh, I'm not dead, right? No, I am dead. I was looking at the 5 attack on the weapon. I missed that he was at 9. Yeah, Canadian math. All right, try one more. Complete the quest. That was a shit ton of damage. Jeez. Let's see if Menovat's version can get a sneak in a win. Yeah, I was only looking at the damage on his weapon. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he gains attack too. Okay, that's a nice curve there. Can I get a forecast? You know what's annoying is I've faced this deck where they've played like turn 1 to 8 on curve, and they just like get to play the quest reward right away, and then other times you just struggle to get certain costs.
I see you brought guests.
Storm Giant was your 4 cost? But I would have had to spend, I guess, turn 4 I could have double forged. Turn 5 I played as a 4 cost. It just felt so slow. There, I got a 4 cost now. It's all calculated. Maybe 2, 3, 4 coin us out on 5. Oh, we got the goat. Ooh. This card was a menace before. Anyone remember that? This card sticking on the board was like you potentially losing the game. Am I gonna get the dream? Nope. For any Hearthstone non-boomers out there, the dream was always to get Wind Fury, hit him a second time, and then get like stealth. And then from there, you just get attack and go crazy. Okay. I don't really want to play this on a naked board, do I? I get to discover a card from my deck, right? No Wind Fury. I think I do. He's running like a low to the ground deck, it seems like, right? Like a spell hunter, so I don't think it's needed, really. It can still win you the game if you get the right adapts. Oh, 100%. I just mean, back when this card was meta, there was a lot less removal, right? Nowadays, you drop this, it's getting killed next turn, like 99% of the time. But back in the day, removal was less common, so it was much easier for this card to stick. And if it did, yeah, it was very, very, very strong. They probably won't get any 5 attack minions anyways. Yeah, I figured that. Could add ETC to the deck with Polkelt and the Zoth as a bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna do a whole stream dedicated to this deck at some point, and yeah, we'll do some tweaks to the deck then. But I just wanted to play Menavax version until now. Did I like lag out? What's going on here? In these situations, okay. In these situations, I'm like, do I restart the game? Like, did something break? Also, it doesn't seem like this is a bot. Wow. What a hit on that. Wind Fury? Never Wind Fury, guys. But yeah, I've had situations in the past where it looks like the game's like frozen like that, and from my end, I like disconnected or something, and then eventually, that's a little annoying. Eventually, I will like close the game and restart, and like 2 turns have gone by. I need a 5. I'm gonna blob a tar mainly so I can Elec mount. I have Siamat as another 7 cost. Okay. Gotta love him getting 2 draws off this random peasant. Okay, what is this spell?
Thank you kindly.
Is this gonna screw me?
Thank you kindly.
This bitch taunting. I guess I can rush it, right? If it's like a copy or something.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, you little bitch. No more draws from that stupid ass card.
Such generosity.
I'm a little scared because this deck can punch out like so much damage out of nowhere.
You'll need to run faster than that.
Fun and interactive game, guys.
Who are you?
Be gone.
Thank you kindly. Unleashed.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now it's not even about the quest reward. Now it's just surviving. Might Reno next turn. Oh, shit. Okay. Am I just dead? God damn. I might just be dead still.
It's against
Thank you kindly, yes. I have no healing or anything in hand. I hate this deck. When did we travel back to playing in United and Stormwind? When this deck was meta and standard, I hated my life at the time. I did not even want to play Hearthstone. Like, is he just BMing me now? What a little bitch, man. You're good. You're so good at this game. Well, I knew I shouldn't have opened Hearthstone. Well, that was something. What I complete. Cast 40 mount spells. All right, wasn't all for nothing. All right. So yeah, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday will be Galakron Warrior, and then Thursday, I guess I'll be doing my Legend climb. Me and Menevat, I think, are racing to Legend. Everyone's going to race to Legend. I'll probably be doing Standard, to be honest, not Wild. But yeah, that's the plan so far. Should have just kept reading cards. I should have. I should have known better. But yeah, thanks for joining me. We now have a separate channel on the Discord for Death Knight cards, so we can differentiate them a little bit. But yeah, I'll be back next week for some Galakron Warrior. Finally gonna finish the Galakron saga, and then yeah, I'll play some serious games, and we'll go for Legend. So thanks for joining me. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys have a good weekend. And oh yeah, hopefully I'll see you Tuesday. It's March. Holy shit, where did February go? But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.